Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Dr. Gary Simmons. I am truly grateful you've chosen to spend this time with me. Today, we're diving into the transformative power of the quantum living process, a structured system of shadow work, self-awareness, and inner healing. We'll explore how this method, especially when paired with psychedelic-assisted awareness, can help resolve deeply rooted emotional patterns, enhance psychological and spiritual integration, and empower individuals to live from their essence rather than their conditioning. This conversation is especially important right now because we're witnessing a massive wave of personal reckoning across the world. People are waking up. They're asking deeper questions. And they're realizing that much of what they've been taught about healing, success, and wholeness is incomplete. They want real change. And they want tools that are grounded, spiritual, and effective. Let's start with a look at the current state of human well-being. We're in a time of immense suffering, depression, anxiety, addiction, chronic illness, and spiritual numbness are all on the rise. Despite the explosion of wellness apps, therapy platforms, and mental health awareness campaigns, more people feel lost, overwhelmed, and broken more than ever. Why? Because we've been trained to treat symptoms. We've learned to manage stress rather than dissolve its root. We've learned to avoid our emotions rather than face and integrate them. And most importantly, we've learned to wear masks, identities that help us survive but do not help us thrive. Many of us have built our lives around external achievement, only to find ourselves emotionally hollow and spiritually dry. We've carried the burdens of childhood wounds, generational trauma, and societal conditioning into every relationship, every career path, and every spiritual practice. This is not a flaw. This is a call to the truth of who we really are. And that's why we need a new model, one that works not just on the level of behavior, but at the level of identity, belief, and awareness. That model is the quantum living process. Let's talk about what makes this different. Awareness, a shadow work system that I have developed, is not therapy, but it is deeply therapeutic. It is a form of inner work based not on diagnosis and treatment, but on presence and pattern. In traditional therapy, the focus is often on what happened, what your parents did, what your partner did, and what your mind is doing. Awareness shifts the focus from content to consciousness. It asks, what are you feeling right now? Where do you feel it? What belief is being activated? And instead of fixing or analyzing, awareness helps you bring compassionate awareness to your experience. That awareness is what begins to dissolve the reactivity. The premise is simple. You're not broken. You are burdened. And those burdens can be repatterned, not by trying harder, but by becoming more present. This is a self-directed system. No therapist required. You become the practitioner. The process gives you a structure, a method, to follow any time you're triggered or emotionally activated. It teaches you how to meet your pain with love and curiosity, not resistance and judgment. The quantum living process is an awareness system. You don't just learn it, you live it. It becomes the lens through which you process life. Through 3 progressive phases, starting with external triggers, then internal triggers, and finally deep memory reconsolidation, the process gently guides you back to the moment where the pain began. Often this moment is buried deep in childhood. It's the moment you internalize the belief that you're not safe, not enough, or not lovable. By bringing new awareness to that moment, you change your relationship with the memory. You reclaim your power. You release the energy bound in the belief. And over time, you stop reacting to the past and start responding from presence. Mastery of the quantum living process means you no longer fear your triggers. You see them as sacred opportunities. You welcome them. And this changes everything. Your relationships shift. Your decisions change. Your sense of self becomes grounded in your wholeness. Now let's bring in some science. Neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to rewire itself based on experience and attention. This means that every time you bring awareness to an old pattern and choose a new response, you're literally creating new neural pathways. The quantum living process leverages this. It helps you focus your attention in a precise, structured way so that your brain doesn't just understand the new pattern, it builds it. This is how you move from information to transformation. And when combined with psychedelic experiences, this process accelerates dramatically. The quantum living process, QLP, aligns powerfully with the full arc of the psychedelic healing experience. While psychedelic experiences offer access to deeper consciousness and neuroplasticity, they require skilled preparation and careful integration to create real lasting change. The QLP offers a framework that complements each phase of the psychedelic journey, grounding transcendent experiences in embodied healing. During the preparation phase, the quantum living process guides individuals in identifying unconscious beliefs and emotional reactivity patterns likely to surface during the psychedelic session. Through its structured daily worksheets and self-inquiry tools, participants build inner capacity, emotional literacy, and self-awareness. This preparation sets the intention and emotional groundwork for a safe and fruitful journey, decreasing fear and increasing trust in the unfolding process. In the journey phase, the insights and emotional openings generated by psychedelics are often profound. While the quantum living process is not practiced during the actual session, prior exposure to the quantum living framework enables individuals to witness emerging material through the lens of compassion and curiosity. The inner observer cultivated through the quantum living process becomes more accessible, allowing participants to stay present with difficult emotions and understand symbolic content more deeply. The integration phase is where the real magic of the QLP unfolds. Here, the process becomes essential in digesting and stabilizing what emerged in the journey. The three phases of the quantum living process, external triggers, internal triggers, and memory reconsolidation, offer an exact methodology for resolving lingering insights, emotional residue, or reactivated trauma. Rather than becoming overwhelmed or confused, individuals are empowered to return to their worksheets and begin weaving psychedelic realizations into daily behavior and belief systems. Finally, embodiment is the long-term outcome of sustained practice. The quantum living process helps individuals make the leap from peak experience to integrated presence. With time, the system becomes second nature. The participant no longer simply remembers who they are during a ceremony, they live from that awareness. Psychedelic work without embodiment risks becoming escapism. The quantum living process ensures that every opening becomes an opportunity for lasting transformation. By partnering the quantum living process with psychedelic medicine, individuals gain not just a doorway to their soul, but the tools to stay rooted in the truth every day thereafter. Psychedelic medicines like psilocybin, LSD, or ayahuasca temporarily increase neuroplasticity. They soften the rigid structures of the ego and allow suppressed material to surface, often with deep emotional intensity and profound clarity. But the medicine alone isn't enough. Without integration, even the most powerful insight will fade. That's where the quantum living process comes in. It provides a scaffolding for those insights to become embodied. It allows the material that arises during a psychedelic journey to be worked with in a structured, compassionate way. You prepare with the quantum living process. You journey with intention. And you integrate with mastery. This is how spiritual epiphany becomes lived transformation. Now, you might be wondering, how does this compare to other healing models? Let's look at therapy first. Therapy is essential for many people. It provides safety, reflection, and emotional support. But it often works at the level of coping and content. It doesn't always help us transform the root belief. Then there's internal family systems, a powerful modality that works with inner parts. Internal family systems model teaches us to dialogue with different subpersonalities within us, the inner critic, the wounded child, the protector. This is helpful and shares common ground with awareness. But here's the difference. Awareness doesn't try to manage the parts. It brings direct presence to the energetic pattern. It doesn't just harmonize the system, it dissolves false beliefs holding the system together. And perhaps most importantly, awareness is self-directed. You don't need to rely on a facilitator or a therapist. You are empowered to become your own source of healing. One of the most powerful aspects of the quantum living process is that it helps you move from role to soul. We all have roles: parent, leader, helper, achiever. These roles are important, but they are not our essence. When we live from role, we're always performing, always adapting, always managing how others see us. But when we live from soul, we are free. We speak our truth without fear. We set boundaries without guilt. We love without attachment. We become sovereign. Mastering the quantum living process makes this possible. You just don't survive your life, you inhabit it fully. You become the calm in the storm, the observer in the reaction, the healer of your own heart. So I want to leave you with this. You are not here to be fixed. You are here to remember who you are. Your triggers are not your enemy. They are your invitation. And the quantum living process is your path, not just to feeling better, but to becoming different. More whole. More alive. Freer. This work is not easy, but it's sacred. And it is possible. You can do this. If you'd like to learn more, enroll in a course, then reach out to me at drgarysimmons@gmail.com. Thank you for your presence today. May your journey be guided by truth, grounded in love, and fueled by the joy of becoming fully, unapologetically yourself.